This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Liver, boy, yes, it can regenerate. I believe that's the only organ that can regenerate. And scientists around the world, I'm telling you, they're trying to grow organs, and they are. So there'll come a day. It's going to be like, your carburetor is not working, and just replace it. They're figuring this out. I don't know, when this is all it will be a fully matured and evolved concept, but they're working on it. My guess is Nancy Angelini. Until then, we need to take care of these parts that we have, and the liver being an important one. Nancy, do you know off the top of your head how many functions the liver has? It's in the hundreds, isn't it?
Yeah, well, apparently there's 500 and still counting, but it seems kind of an incredible expanse of mechanistic functioning. But I will say that I think the most important thing, and a lot of people don't really pay much attention to it, the most important thing, other than vitamins, getting the most out of our food, metabolizing and assimilating foods that we eat, outside of, the distribution of nutrients and enzymes, I think detoxification is really big. I mean, there are a lot of other aspects of the liver, filtering the blood and preparing the blood, and there is a huge part of the liver that's responsible for our immune cells. There's highly specialized immune cells in the liver too. But I think the big issue and place where we get into trouble is, not supporting daily detoxification given the overwhelm, in our environment, our food, and even our own emotions can actually overwhelm our liver. So I think that's really something to kind of keep in the back of your mind, and that's why it's really important to support it on a daily basis and not take it for granted.
Mm-hmm. Are there any nutrients that are especially favorable to the liver that really help its structure and function and keep it healthy, notwithstanding the abuse that people impose upon it?
Yes, there are. The liver likes to store vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and the K vitamins, and it and especially A, D, and E. It stores our fat soluble vitamins, and it likes to be replete. It likes to have foods. It likes to be fed foods that are dense in these kinds of nutrients, because that keeps it healthy and happy, as you can say.
Mm-hmm.
And there are other nutrients that are really important to support its normal functioning, like N-acetylcysteine. That's a really important amino acid. Glutathione, really important amino acid. Vitamin C, lipoic acid. Those are all really important to try and get as supplementation to support the liver and its function. And a lot of people today are very aware of silymarin, which is milk thistle seed, as something that supports the liver as well. I think when it comes to nutrients, probably the one that we have the most research on and has a lot of favorability is N-acetylcysteine, or NAC, we call that for short. And that's a really important amino acid to get to support your liver and its detoxification processes.
Do you have those in supplement form? those compounds?
Yes.
Can you talk about that a moment and give the listener and viewer an opportunity?
So we have three very specific liver formulas. The first is called LiverGuard, Source Naturals LiverGuard, and it actually contains a lot of the nutrients and even though people think, well, I eat a pretty good diet, so I should have a lot of those fat-soluble nutrients. Oddly enough, we're starting to see more and more today that even the fat-soluble nutrients are not as replete in people as they should be. So that's A, E, D. Those are the big ones that are fat-soluble. But so LiverGuard has those available, and it also has nutrients that traditionally help the liver to emulsify fats. And when we emulsify our fats and we're able to really digest or break down our fats, these help to mobilize the lipids in our body, remove excess fat from the liver itself so you don't get what's called fatty liver, and help to spread out those very important fatty acids to the parts of our body that we really need them. So I think LiverGuard's a really well-crafted formula to help, to help with those everyday issues that the liver is responsible for. It also has some herbal compounds in the formula to assist your liver's production of glutathione. And glutathione is one of the most important antioxidant pathways in the liver. The only thing about LiverGuard that I think that we have to mention is that it does contain soy. And so there are some people who have allergies to soy, but there's also an important, if you're taking nitrates or nitroglycerin, you should not have soy at the same time. So those are just some quick contraindications. It's a really good formula, LiverGuard.
Gary's putting up an image on the screen. This is probably more than you want to know, but it's an image that shows a hepatocyte, a liver cell, and a sinusoid. A sinusoid, just all you need to know, it's a specialized blood vessel. It's a capillary. In between the liver cell and the sinusoid is this space. It's called the space of Dacé. And with cirrhosis of the liver, when that space starts to get disrupted, enlarged, you end up, that's at the heart and soul of cirrhosis of the liver. Space of Dacé.
Women who are pregnant or planning to have a child have specific nutritional needs. Maintaining optimal nutritional intake is important for mother and baby. Body Vigor's Preferred Prenatal can help mother and baby receive the appropriate building blocks for growth, development, and healthy function. The Preferred Prenatal formula provides essential vitamins and minerals, along with added support ingredients such as folic acid and DHA. Preferred Prenatal also incorporates a bonus herbal blend to help the mom-to-be with the uncomfortable side effects of pregnancy, like nausea, vomiting, mood swings, and uterine health. Support a healthy pregnancy for you and your baby with Preferred Prenatal, exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Given modern life and our penchant to keep embracing this highly processed, pro-inflammatory, stripped-down nutrient diet that we eat, these processed foods, we put ourselves at risk in many ways. And that way of eating, I'm just talking about one thing here, in a consistent and persistent and chronic way, can do damage to the liver. You may not think so. You think it's just alcohol, right? I mentioned some of the agents that can damage the liver, but that particular way of eating does great damage to the liver, so you know. There's no escaping. There's no escaping what you eat. The plants. The more we drift away from plant-based diets, the more we drift away from the herbs, the more we drift away from never mind the modern science and what it has taught us, but all the knowledge that we've gained over hundreds and thousands of years from different cultures about how to live and eat. When we drift away from those first principles, we get into trouble. And the liver is one of those organs that really does suffer because everything is filtered through the liver. And Nancy Angelini wanted to talk about it today. I'm so glad she did. Nancy, welcome back. So pick up where were we anyway in the narrative?
Well, we were talking about, you had asked me other nutrients and supplements and herbs that might be able to support a healthy liver, and I said yes. And Source Naturals has 3 that are they're really good sellers. People they feel really great on them, and we have great feedback on them, and they're really well crafted. So the second one, the first one was called Liver Guard, and the second one was called Glutathione Builder. This is my favorite. This really is my favorite formula. It's a really unique formula, a combination of nutraceuticals and herbs that help to support building glutathione. And glutathione is really an essential tripeptide of glutamate, cysteine, and glycine. So it's those 3 amino acids that come together and make glutathione in the liver. And our liver really goes through a lot of glutathione because glutathione is probably one of the best enzyme amino acids that reduces our what we call reactive oxygen species, which is oxidation. Right? Living our life, we oxidize. We need oxygen, and we burn. We take oxygen and we burn things for fuel. But in doing so, we actually create a problem where we're rusting a little bit. That's basically what it is. For your listeners, to not kind of talk over their heads. But so this byproduct of just going through regular ATP and breathing and converting our food to energy, we have a little problem with that. So glutathione is this main antioxidant that the liver kind of produces in order to quench these free radicals. So, and this glutathione builder is so beautifully made. It has N-acetylcysteine, vitamin C, silymarin, and lipoic acid at its basic formula. And all of those things have been clinically shown in clinical trials to support healthy liver functioning. And I love this formula.
Okay, so I don't know if you'll have the answer to this or not. You may have a product, you may not. But as I mentioned earlier, and so have you alluded to as well, there are many conditions that can damage the liver, and you end up with fibrosis, which is the scarring, development of scar tissue in the liver, fibrosis. Severe scarring of the liver results in what's called cirrhosis, and like when you get a scar, I mean, it renders the cells, it incapacitates the cells, the hepatocytes.
Yes.
So my question is this: is there anything people can take that already are diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver, that that they have such fibrotic damage to the hepatocytes? Is there anything that you have in the repertoire at Source Naturals that could help with that?
I would recommend actually a planetary herbals formula called Bupleurum comative, or any of the Bupleurum formulas. There has been some really good studies, both animal and human clinical studies, that have demonstrated that some of the formulas, traditional Chinese formulas with Bupleurum in it.
What is now that I never heard of that before?
Bupleurum is an herb.
Okay.
And Bupleurum is a traditional Chinese herb, but we can grow it here in America and the U.S. And it's an extraordinary herb, actually. And there's been some fantastic, and I'm not talking about 1 or 2 studies, but Bupleurim's been studied over the last 2 decades, and it's an extraordinary herb for supporting liver regeneration, increasing blood and fluids to the liver, And when you do that, you really kind of help the liver to have enough blood, have enough fluids to heal itself. It has shown in a few clinical trials, people who have fibrosing of the liver to mitigate that to some extent. So
Wow.
cirrhosis is very advanced, and you and I both know that in some cases it's considered irreversible.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give people false hope, but bupleurum is quite an incredible herb. But milk thistle also has been demonstrated to show its protective effects on hepatocytes in cell culture. So I think it's as a Western herb, silymarin's really a good choice. But I think bupleurum outperforms silymarin when it comes to protecting the hepatocytes and reversing some fibrosis.
Mm-hmm. Boy.
That's just my take on
Well,
that.
I said something. I mentioned space of the say, and you didn't. You said, well, "Who's in space?" And then you mentioned, what's the name of it?
Bupleurum.
Yeah. I had no clue.
It's
I had no
funny,
clues.
I didn't. No, it's fine. I mean, I thought about it, in between. I went space of the say. Oh no. Of course I know. I mean, it's just it's been so long since I've done.
Oh yeah, that's a fine detail that. But I never heard of that herb. Boy, I'm glad you mentioned it. When we come back, I'll have the health question of the day. And you never know. It may have something to do with the space of the say. Only on Let's Talk Nutrition. Only on this health talk show where you get some conversation about the space of the say. Hopefully entertaining enough to keep you intrigued. So the question will be about that. You'll see.
I'm Joy McCarthy, holistic nutritionist, and I expect more from my multivitamin. I've researched many vitamins, and what's truly different about Every Woman's One Daily from New Chapter is that it's fermented with probiotics and whole foods and gentle even on an empty stomach. Every Woman's One Daily helps you feel good every day, giving you immune, energy, and stress support, and nutrients for bone and heart health. You will notice a difference. Every Woman's One Daily recently won the Best Multivitamin Award, and I love that it's non-GMO project verified. Discover the wisdom of nature with New Chapter.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Now, so here's the LTN health question of the day. And it deals with the pathophysiology, the diseasing, if you will, of the liver. It's called cirrhosis, the pathophysiology of cirrhosis. In other words, how does cirrhosis happen? I think I can do this so I can even understand it. So you have liver cells, right? And you take one liver cell. And between the liver cell and a capillary known as the sinusoid is a space. And it's a perisinusoidal space. It's a space. What's interesting about that space is that plasma runs through it. And you have on the liver cells, you have these microvilli that extend into this space. And what those little microvilli do, they allow proteins and other plasma components that come through the sinusoid, through that capillary, to be absorbed by the liver cells. In other words, they nourish the liver. That space ends up nourishing the liver. Now, the space can get obliterated, can get damaged, and it leads to a decreased uptake by the hepatocytes of nutrients and wastes such as bilirubin. So you can see the implication here. If that space gets destroyed or obliterated, how are the liver cells going to be nourished? Right? And by the way, that space also stores fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, for example. Okay? What is the name of that space? Is it called the space of delay, the space of decay, or the space of dismay? What's the name of that space that I just described? It's a space that allows for the nourishment of the liver cells. Once that gets destroyed, you're in trouble. The liver's going to, it's going to become dysfunctional. What's that space called? The space of delay, the space of dissay, or the space of dismay? Here's the number to call.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. And Dr. Garko texted me back, and she said, no, live virus has never been in the flu virus, ever.
Exactly. Never. My daughter, told me that. She's a virologist, and she has a PhD in virology. We talked about this at length, about the history of how they make vaccines. Nancy, welcome back. Now, that's a very technical question. I don't know if the audience will get that. I remember sitting in class, and the professor said, okay, today we're going to talk about the pathophysiology of cirrhosis. I said, all right. And he starts off with the space of dissay. I say, boy, this is going to be number. This is going to be mind-numbing. And it turns out, that space of the, I'm giving you the answer so you all can call and get the prize, a $25 gift card. When he started talking about the space of dissay, I became real intrigued because I realized that the scarring of the liver expands that space and it destroys it. And the liver cells can't get nourished. And that you're in trouble, man. That's one of the consequences of scarring of the liver, the lack of nourishment then to the cells. So I think I got that right. You probably remember better than I do from your pathophysiology class. But that's a highly technical question. We'll see if you all can get it. Is it called the space of delay, the space of dissay, or the space of dismay?
I love your sense of humor. It's so great. So good.
You get it, right?
Absolutely.
It is dismay, all right. You all make such wonderful products and Planetary Herbals. What's the name of that herb again that you mentioned from Planetary Herbals?
Bupleurum. Buplerum. Bupleurum.
Bupleurum. Yeah. Wow. I did not know about that. Of course, that's why you're here, and that's why I'm the host. That for those of you who have cirrhosis of the liver, you know someone. Nancy's not making any extraordinary claim. She's just saying that has been known to have a medicinal and beneficial effect. It may help a little. You got to try. Plus other things that she mentioned, too, the glutathione products. And, this is an important topic. Given modern life and the way we eat and whatnot, and we just abuse our liver like nobody's business. It's amazing that we don't have more liver disease than we do,
A testament to the liver.
Exactly. It's a testament to the liver. It is. How you? By the way, I was very rude. I just brought you on and threw you right into the boiling pot. How are you? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing really well. Although it's funny today. I can always tell when I'm on my game and off my game. I'm having one of those. I'm a little off my game this morning, but I have to say that life is good, Dr. Garko. My dad's health is good, which is miraculous, and
he's 86, isn't he? He's 86.
He's 86. He's 86, and he's still ticking.
He's out there. He's working. He goes out into the fields and works. He had a pretty good career. Your dad's pretty smart, man.
Yeah, he's a PhD. He was an analytical chemist in food science, and he has a PhD in agricultural engineering. He's a real brainiac. So, and he's still out there. Farming is his love. So, and he brought in. We had a horrible deer thing. Deers ate a lot of the tomato plants, but he brought in tomatoes. So the harvest is over, and he's a little tired. But I think to myself, I want to be like that at 86.
I just want to get to 86. Let's go to St. Petersburg, Florida. Clark, what's the answer? Space of delay, space of dissay, or space of dismay?
Space of the lay.
Space of Dessay. There you go. You got it. Space of Dessay. That's what it is. It's named after Joseph Dessay, who was a scientist who discovered the space. I think he was German or French, whatever. Congratulations, man. Clark, you won a $25 supplement gift card. Thank you.
Woohoo. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you for giving a crack at that answer. I know that was that's about as technical as I don't like to get too technical on the show. Nancy, I just wanted to let you know how much we appreciate you. I always tell you that, but, I'm not going to stop telling you that. We appreciate you. Your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. Source Naturals.
Battling sinus,